tab, there's your blood, screaming flight, tiger flies at the lights. Every night you fight, favorite sight, vivid sights, baby shows in an escapade. Fancy arcade, pixelated party, lesson made unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, bursting seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So our day gleams, so it seems nothing reams. Raid the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, lost and found. Channel raid, we're on the prowl, echoes howled.
It's a delicious bowl of Saturday morning brightly colored cereal. Got our favorite spoon. We're going to sit down and watch our Saturday morning cartoons, take a break from another ridiculously nonsensical week of ugliness in the tabletop role-playing game community, and just make some new friends. Yeah, do something nice. It's 7:42 in the morning. It's 65 degrees. It looks like it's going to be hazy headache weather again. God damn you, weather. God damn you. Let's be positive. I'm the OGGM broadcasting live from Site B, located in the fictional town of Fresno, Nevada. It's time to make some friends. It's time to tiptoe our way through the tabletop role-playing game YouTube community. Shout out some new channels. Just do something positive. Thank you, as always, of course, to our number one employee, Jeff's Games Box. This would not exist without him. He continuously sends me links to new sites. That is amazing that this guy's been doing this now for over a year. Over a year? How long have we been doing this? I don't know. This is number 87 according to my playlist, but there might have been some I missed. Anyways, it's Saturday. Let's give some shout outs. Some of these are big channels. Some of these are little channels. Some of these channels are just because they're awesome. No other reason. Some of them are friends. Some of them are strangers. Hopefully by the end of this production, whatever you want to call this, time for more caffeine. My God, he's full of caffeine. We'll make some new friends. So let's shout some out. I never get tired of the song, no matter how many times we've played it. Right, Corpse King. This guy's work is amazing. He's got 308 subscribers, 74 videos. Needs more subs because this guy's work is brilliant. The world he's built is brilliant. The art style he's captured is brilliant. No, that's not Tag. That's Lilia, or maybe that's Tag's incarnation in the world of Corpse King. The role-playing game he's created is brilliant. Everything about this guy is amazing. The amount of work, the amount of passion he puts into his products. I am flabbergasted by the creativity and content, and he has really mastered his AI art game. Say what you will about AI art, but he has found a style. It works for him. I've tried to get him to tell me how he gets these arts, and he's been very cagey. But you remember we talk about if you have to use AI art, find your specific AI voice. And he has. He's got this gothic, romantic, dark fantasy thing. He's constantly working on the game of Corpse King. It's an amazing system. It's definitely on a list of games I wish I was playing. I can't say anything bad about this guy. Everything about this guy is amazing. So if you are not subscribed to Corpse Kings, check it out. His game, he's got a game on drive-through. It's only $10. You can use my link down below to get yourself a copy of it. Yeah, this guy's stuff. Wow. Just wow. What can I say, dude? And he's always very kind. Every time I talk to him, he's got a decent sense of humor. I mean, I can't say just check this guy's stuff out, really. Link down below. Yeah. Sometimes it's somebody we know, sometimes sometimes it's a new stranger. Sometimes it's some 5 subs. Sometimes it's somebody with 5,000 subs. Don't know. It's always a surprise. This is Mithril Markhams. What can we say about Mithril? Well, I'm Mithril Markham, where fantasy comes to life. We're a pair of real-life brothers moving headfirst into the wide world of LARP, Renaissance fair, immersive storytelling, and chaotic access. With camera in hand and sword or backs. Whether you're a senior adventurer or just curious about our first quest, this is your guild hall. First-time LARP experience, behind-the-scenes podcast clips, fantasy lore and world building, costume and gear tips, creative chaos. We're building a community of modern day adventurers who love storytelling, immersion, and just a little bit of mischief. Subscribe, join our Discord, and become part of the growing Mithril Guild. So this isn't really a D&D site. It looks more like it's a LARP Venfair site. But hey, you know, Jeff suggested it, so let's see why. These guys have got 8,906K subs, so they don't really need our help. Only 23 videos. What are they doing right? Okay, so yeah, LARPing. LARPing. So LARPing Red Fair. Not seeing a lot of D&D, but I guess they're showing us some ideas of things that in real life that, you know, if you want to understand them better, like here's them talking about armor. Here's them talking about weapons in LARPs. It's not really a LARP, but I have that full armored combat group. Have you read about these guys? And they practice on the park across the street. So occasionally I get to see them in their armor doing wrestling. It's the strangest thing. Renaissance Fair. Yeah. Oh, here's something gaming related, but not really. Type of armor you want to make. So if you're interested in LARPing, live action role play, Ren Fair, weapon interactment, medieval interactment, historical interactment type things, check these guys out. Normally not our little cup of tea. You know, I used to be in the SCA because, of course, and there were girls, but I dropped out because, yeah, at least the SCA group I was in, some stuff happened a long time ago, and I just was like, yeah, this isn't for me. Not that I have anything against them, but it's just, yeah. But I love history, so historical reenactment is cool, stuff like that. And again, watching a bunch of grown men and, you know, a couple 100 pounds of full plate inside basically a wrestling ring, trying to beat the crap out of each other for real is strange, but it's a thing. And they've got like prizes and everything. So yeah, check out Mithril Markhams. But damn, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for sharing your love of live action stuff with us. We appreciate you. Moving on to the next on our list. We used to have a huge LARP community here at Site B in Ventura, California. We had a LARP guild. We had Vampire the Masquerade LARP. We had Medieval LARP. We had a whole entire building dedicated to the group. They met all the time. There's some really great people in it. And as with every other role-playing related thing, it shriveled up and dried due to lack of support and the behavior of certain individuals, which I still to this day do not understand. And you know, it's just going to be one of the mysteries of my life, why so many people were so dedicated to making sure gaming never happened in this where I live. Blah. That doesn't sound very positive, does it? You know, it sounds positive. Muppet D&D. Hey, it's the Land of M. It's got 1.71 subscribers, 481 videos. This is the official YouTube page for the Land of M role-playing game, which recently won some awards at the Ennies. So yeah, we've talked about the Land of M before. We've done a little look at it once before. It's basically the premises Muppet D&D, right? They've even got a little trailer. Bam. Let's give them a subscribe. They were just at Gen Con, you know, they won Ennies. So yeah, it's a fantasy game. It's very imbalanced. They even admit it's imbalanced. It's just sort of goofy fun. They've got some live plays of the Land of M here. They got an art stream. So just basically, it's a website dedicated to talking about the growth of their game and the selling of their game, Land of M, and exploring the world of M, which, yeah, they've even got a little video.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I'm James. And we've been best friends since we were in the second grade.
Dungeon Master!
You thinking what I'm thinking or what?
And we're the creators of the graphic novel series Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo and the middle grade series Dungeoneer Adventures. Our books are inspired in part by our long history of playing tabletop role-playing games. So we partnered with Exalted Funeral to publish a tabletop role-playing game that encourages and rewards creativity. We call it Landofeam. Diverse and colorful characters, unique species and classes to play, less crunchy and more creative, simple rules, ways to avoid combat, and when you do draw your weapons, the fights are fast. But Landofeam isn't just a set of rules. It's also a rich, expansive world. We created a huge sandbox setting with tons of locations, NPCs, quest hooks, rumors, and creatures to discover. We've also assembled an amazing team of artists to bring...
Looks wonderful, guys. Congratulations on your awards. Congratulations on being friends for so long. I'm not hardly friends with anybody that I was friends with when I was a kid, much less high school, much less before I moved here, much less yesterday. I don't have any friends except for you guys. So maybe these guys will be our friends. Be our friends, guys. Maybe we can get them on to talk about their games sometime. What do you think? You think they'd want to come and talk about Land of M and why so many people say it's Muppets if Muppets went D&D? Because that does seem to be the tag for this game. Every time it comes up in a conversation or an article, it's always, what if Muppets were in D&D? Is that a is that something they wanted when they were building this? They were like, you know what, people are going to say this is like Muppets D&D, and that's an awesome. We've done our job, or they're like going to go, you know what? No, we're nothing like the Muppets. So I don't know, Land of Erm, if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you ever want to come on and talk about your game, let us know. Otherwise, let's just give these guys a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being awesome and sharing your creativity with us. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who listens to me do this every Saturday for the 87th time. Thank you very much, guys. You are awesome. D&D Hunters next. Yeah, he's a mind flayer. You that disguise works, do you? And if you do, I respect the fact that you think that disguise works, but it doesn't work. Anyways, he says, "Hello, I'm D&D Hunter. It's my guy. I'm a mind flayer." Oh, so he meant he's a mind flayer. Okay. I mean, at least he's honest, right? Then why the fake mustache though? If you're admitting you're a mind flayer, or unless you're in a mind flayer disguised as a mind flayer amongst other mind flayers. Hey, is that D&D Hunter? No, obviously not. He's got a mustache. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyways, he's talking about D&D, and he obviously has a sense of humor because he's a mind flayer. And let's see, the last time he talked was this. He does the whole thing of putting my thing through clips. Should I start doing this style? I don't know. The last time I tried to use a clip, I got unbelievable warnings from YouTube. People say, well, as long as it's less than, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. But I don't know. I used it. It was a 5-second long clip. And yeah, I got multiple warnings from YouTube about using it. So how do these guys get away with it? Does anybody know? And not get tagged, or do they just not monetize their videos? And that's how they get away with it. Anyways, here's him talking about Dungeons and Dragons ID cards. Like your character carries an ID card. That's interesting. Treasure. And how to give your players cursed treasure. Not enough cursed items in Magic in D&D. I think every item should have a little bit of a curse, right? Even, bargain basement, 99-cent store, +1 sword. There should always be a little, the few magic items I've put in my current Shadowrun game, the Vorpal Blade had a chance of breaking on a natural 1 and natural 2, which they broke it. The Talking Stick isn't really a magic item per se, but there's definitely some side effects to it. Yeah, so I think I definitely agree. Magic items, and the more powerful the magic item, the more quirky things. It doesn't have to be like horrible curses. It's just quirky things, just weird things happen when you wield the magic item because so much energy went into it. So, and here's him talking about camping in D&D, and he's got his little clips. How to make things scary. That's the kind of video where I'd be like, you can't force it. How to run D&D campaigns in space. It's called Spelljammer. It's been done. Talking about what's products. So he does, he talks about D&D and their experience with D&D and how to make D&D better and more exciting. but he's a mind flayer. So can we trust him? I mean, obviously we can. Look at the mustache. How can you not trust the guy? He's obviously, I mean, yeah. Thank you, Mr. D&D Hunter Mind Flayer, for sharing your love and passion for Dungeons and Dragons with us. We appreciate you and think you are awesome. So yeah, we can even forgive the fact that you're a Mind Flayer, because at least you're honest about it. And finally, now, normally this time is where I'd shout out a VTuber, because as I say, thousands and thousands of times before, I wouldn't be doing this experiment if it wasn't for VTubing, if it wasn't for listening to ironmouse raid another channel, you know, and help that smaller YouTuber, Twitch streamer get more subs. And I just thought that was an awesome idea. And I didn't see anybody in our community doing the same thing. There's plenty of people in our community who shout out people just to say crap about them and to, you know, try and tear them down. But there was nobody that I could find that was shouting out channels and just trying to find the positivity about them and thanking them for making their products. So that's why I started this. So that's why we shout out a YouTuber or VTuber every week. But I thought this week I'd shout out somebody different, though, for the same reasons. Very positive, very helpful, very awesome. And that's the people who make Castles and Crusades, trolllordgames, true legacy of Gygax. They're awesome. They don't involve themselves with politics. They're very, you know, uplifting to the hobby. All they want to do is just, hey, let's just get around the table and play and tell stories and love our game. The Player's Handbook PDF is free. They just came out with a starter set, which if I had the money, I'd get. I once had, remember when they were doing the Kickstarter for that big city book, the Gygax city book, and I had to, you know, didn't have the money, and they sent it to me anyways. They sent me the book, and I was like, guys, why did you send me this book? I didn't Kickstart it. I can't afford this. And they're like, oh, just take it. It's a gift. And they've done tons and tons of things where like, here's 10 free product PDFs. Go ahead. We love you guys. So thank you for buying our stuff. They've made an official Troll Lords Castles and Crusades class out of the dancer that our friend Elvin Maiden was goofing around with. They constantly respond to people on Twitter and stuff like that. They seem to be really great guys. They even, you know, said at one point in time they wanted to come on my channel and talk about their product. They didn't, but they said they were gonna. So that's awesome. I'd still love to talk to them. I don't know what I could say about them that people haven't already said. They're one of the best companies in the biz. If you were a fan of 3 and 3.5 and want to see the next logical progression of what Dungeons and Dragons could have been, it's Castles and Crusades. It's a great system if you like that time period of D&D, you know, before 4th, before 5th. And they have somehow got the rights to pretty much all of the stuff that Gygax made that was never published by TSR, including, of course, the World of Greyhawk stuff and Castle Greyhawk, which has been for many people the great white whale of tabletop role-playing dungeons. Everybody's heard about it. You know, almost everybody has a story about it. You constantly see pictures of it, but there's never been a full comprehensive Castle Greyhawk module. There was that comedy one, and there's bits and pieces, but never fully. So these guys have somehow got their hands on all of it. Some of this is stuff that hasn't seen the light of day in years, and they're patiently re-releasing it to the audience. And it started with that book, the Big City book, which they sent to me for free, and they're still doing it. So yeah, today I thought I'd shout out a very positive gaming company who's doing good things in the audience, good things in the community. More caffeine? Maybe I need less caffeine. So thank you, trolllordgames, for being awesome. We appreciate you. And I appreciate each and every one of you who takes time out of your day to listen to me do this every Saturday. Thank you, Corpse Kings. Thank you, Mirthral Markham. Thank you, D&D Hunter. Thank you, landofeam. And thank you, trolllordgames, for being awesome. Links down below to all these pages if you want to check them out. Also, please check out Jeff's Games Box, my #1 employee. Help this guy hit 1,000 subs, please, chat. The amount of work this guy does for me for free is amazing. He's been a real good friend since he first communicated with me why? I don't know. I mean, I love the guy for doing it. I don't know. And for being my friend. That's just been an amazing relationship. So I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, Jeff. Please give him a shout out. And if you're feeling generous, this is my job. So if you feel like you want to support me for all the hard work, I greatly appreciate it. And there's a lot of different ways you can support me. If you can't support me financially, just, shout me out, link, subscribe, that kind of stuff. If you're feeling generous, you could always use the Ko-Fi. There's a link for that down below. You can use my affiliate link to DriveThru and get yourself a game on DriveThru, and a portion of what you buy on DriveThru, I get some of. I think that's probably the best way to do it. There's the Only Crits affiliate, obviously. Only Crits, the only dice officially authorized by Steve the Cat. If Steve likes them, they've got to be good. I've got my product on DriveThru. As you know, I've got the superhero game that I wrote, and I've got the Weird West post-apocalypse game I wrote, and I've got a Patreon where I'm currently working on rewriting my superhero role-playing game. So there's a lot of different ways to support the OGGM if you feel like doing it. And if you can't, money's tight for everybody right now. I completely understand. All I ask in return is that you try and be nice. Try and do something nice. Try and, tabletop role-playing game is a game. It should be about fun. It shouldn't be about ugliness. So, yeah. I guess it's the best I can ask for you guys. It's just that you appreciate what I'm doing, and I appreciate you for taking time out of your day every Saturday to listen to me fumble way through these shout-outs. Yeah. And now...
Electric beats, bustle streets, endless streets, midnight beats, living heat, hearts beat, bleed, polyphonic needs, cyber beats, rhythm sweet, Saturday schemes, beat retreats, makes us complete. Blazing trails, no fails, neon veils, waves of gales, color tales, joy sails, endless rails, like a veil, Saturday's tale, we hail breaking jails. Break the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy pro